Hi everybody, today we are going to be working on page 586 in your week 3 packet. Okay, we're doing questions 7, 8, and 9 today, and so I wanted to go through these with you, and you guys can fill them out and take notes as we go. Okay, number 7. Coach Douglas has a soccer practice from 4 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. The team spends 10 minutes stretching and half of an hour passing the ball. The team spends the rest of the time on skill drills. How many minutes does the team spend on skill drills? Use the number line to help solve the problem and show your work. Remember that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, so we know that the team spends 10 minutes on stretching. So we're going to put that in here first. So 10 minutes brings us to 4:10 p.m. Okay, then we know that they spend half of an hour passing the ball. So we know that 1 hour is 60 minutes, so half an hour is equal to 30 minutes. So we're going to put that on our timeline. 30 minutes later, they would be done passing the ball, which would bring us to 4:40 p.m. Okay, then we need to look at how much time they spent on skill drills. So we're looking at this portion of our timeline here, and we're trying to decide how much time has elapsed from 4:40 to 5:15 p.m. So that gives us, this is our skill drill time, and that gives us 35 minutes that they have spent on skill drills. So the solution would be 35 minutes. Okay, number 8. Trevor has 1 hour and 15 minutes to practice for the school play. This is 3 times as long as it takes him to finish his homework. How long does it take Trevor to finish his homework? Show your work. Okay, so we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So if he spends 1 hour, which would be 60 minutes, plus 15 minutes doing practice for the school play, then we would add these together and get 75 minutes that he spends practicing on the school play. We know that this takes him 3 times as long as it takes him to finish his homework. So however long it takes him to finish his homework, it takes him 3 times that amount of time to practice for the school play, and we know that he practices for 75 minutes. So we're looking for the answer to this. H. How long does he spend on his homework, which would be homework times 3 equals 75. We could also rewrite this. We know that we could write it this way as well. 75 divided by 3 equals how much time he spent on homework. If we solve for both of these, we know that 25 times 3 is equal to 75, or 75 divided by 3 equals 25. So how long did Trevor spend on his homework? He spent 25 minutes. Either one of these strategies works just fine. Whatever makes most sense to you is what you should use. Okay, number 9. Kwame spends 3/4 of an hour riding his bike in all. He spends 1/4 of an hour biking to the lake, 10 minutes biking around the lake, and the rest of the time biking home. How many minutes does he spend biking home? Show your work. Okay, so what Mrs. Reef is going to do is I'm just going to make a timeline like we have used before to help me visualize how much time he's spending on each task. So let's say, let's do this first one. this first part first. 3/4 of an hour riding his bike. We know that 1 hour is 60 minutes, and we know that 1/4 of an hour is 15 minutes. So if he's doing 3/4 of an hour, that would be 15 plus 15 plus 15, which would equal 45 minutes riding his bike in all. So we know that this whole entire time is 45 minutes. Okay, then we know that he spends 1/4 of an hour biking to the lake. So we know that 1/4 or 1/4 of an hour is equal to 15 minutes. So I'm going to put a little check here, and this is, he spends this 15 minutes going to the lake. Then he spends 10 more minutes biking around the lake. And we want to know how much time does he spend biking home. So we need to take this 45 minutes, take away our 15 minutes, which would give us 30 minutes. Then take our remaining 30 minutes, take away the 10 minutes it took him to ride around the lake, which would give us 20 minutes. So he spends 20 minutes of the 45 minutes riding home.